Continuing our talk with the Chief Minister this Friday, should we talk about people paying into their pensions? These mystery four people, you know who they are?
This is purely a parliamentary issue. It has nothing to do with me or with the Council of Ministers. I don't know who those
you don't know?
people are. It's not something which I have any involvement in at all. It goes through the Clerk to Tynwald's office and through the Tynwald.
Are you surprised there are people not wanting to? I mean, I think from all accounts they are going to do it now because, you know, the pressure's slightly on them. I mean, that's what I've been hearing today, that they're oh, yes, of course we're going to do it.
Yeah. As I say, I really do not know who they are, so I can't comment. The only statement I would make is that I certainly personally have signed up to this on day one. I do believe in this day and age, MHKs, members of Tynwald, are well paid in comparison to where they were in the past, and that it's not acceptable, in my mind anyway, for Tynwald members and certainly government to ask for contributions from the workforce when some of our own people turn our back on it and refuse to make any contribution. We have to be fair in this. I have made my contributions. I have also refused to take a pay rise for the last 2 years, and I hope that my colleagues will follow suit.
Were you surprised, though, I mean, that the people were not volunteering until the pressure is on them? I mean, is that disappointing?
It is a bit, because this was the first I knew about it. It hadn't been raised with me previously, but I think the publicity that's been generated around it now probably will rectify that situation quite quickly.
The film industry. We've got a film being made over here, £1 million, so it says, going into the coffers here. Is this the Allan Bell thing that you wanted? This is where you thought this whole thing with Pinewood was going to lead? It's
very much part of it. We, as you say, are in the middle of a film being made at the moment, and I understand it's gone very successfully. I think there's another one due in the next 2 or 3 weeks with Jude Law. That in itself will be a high-profile film. We are seeing more coming in at the moment and better quality than we've had for quite some time. But the benefits, I think, out of the tie-up with Pinewood are more long-term. We're still at the very early stages. We've only just signed the agreement. We're seeing some very early benefits from it. But the longer-term relationship with the UK film industry and with Pinewood is where the benefits will come. And it's interesting, I, at the Labour Party conference, met Lord Ali, who is one of the most successful filmmakers and television producers or television production company owners in the country, who was effusive about the Allan Man's involvement in Pinewood. He knew all about it, he could see the benefits from it, and he's very, very supportive of what we've done. So on a broader scale, you know, we're being recognised already for what we've achieved.
I'm not good with maths at all, and maybe I miss it when I was talking to Mr. Tier about trying to get my head around why we've gone from this 20% down to 10%, and yet we've got the same benefits. I mean, something obviously does sound like you need more investment to make more, or if it's such a great thing to do.
No, it was, when the first proposal came out that we would go for 20% or thereabouts, it was made very clear that this was subject to negotiation, that it wasn't the final arrangement, that there were further details to be negotiated. Now, Mr. Tier and Treasury have been in strong negotiations with Peel Holdings and with Pinewood over the last few weeks, over the summer, and have come up with this deal now, a renegotiated deal where for half the investment, £12 million, we will get 10% of the shares, but the same benefits, including a director on Pinewood. So I think it's been a very successful move by Mr. Tier. He should be congratulated for what he's done. And I think over the next few years, we'll start to see some real benefits from this.
And I have to ask you again, out of 10, where is it on the risk level scale?
There's always risk in making film.
I know that, but give me a number. No,
I'm not giving any numbers at all. That's
high, low, medium.
That's an immature approach to the issue. I think what we've got to recognise, the Isle of Man is in a very, very difficult and challenging period economically. If we are going to grow the economy, if we're going to look for new opportunities, new returns on our investment, there will always have to be an element of risk. There has been in the past, and I've said it before. For example, 10 years ago, we took a huge risk in introducing online gaming to the Isle of Man at a time when it was shunned by pretty well every country in the world. The Isle of Man was the first country in the world to bring in regulation of online gaming. It has proved hugely successful for the island. We now have 9% of our GDP coming out of online gaming, 800 jobs. That could just as easily have gone the other way. It could have bombed, it could have damaged the island's reputation in the process. There was a risk involved in it. It was a calculated risk, we took it, and it's paid off.
So this is a calculated risk?
It's a calculated risk, as most other things that we do. But the competition for new niche opportunities is fiercer than it's ever been before, and we've got to recognise that and respond accordingly.
We're running out of time, but very quickly, you're having another roaming Coman?
Yes.
Looking forward to that?
I do. This will be the third meeting of its kind that we've had. First two have been hugely successful, much better than I could have hoped for. The third one is now at the Air and Arts Centre on the 23rd of October. There will be two short presentations, one to do with the reform of the benefit system. Secondly, Mr. Tier will be giving an update on the financial situation within government finances. And then it will be open for the public to raise whatever issues they want with us. It's a unique opportunity. It doesn't happen anywhere else, where the entire government of the Isle of Man, the entire cabinet is on the stage at any one time to ask and answer any questions that might be raised.
And of course today you're all having media training, I understand.
Some ministers are having media training.
Is that an essential part these days?
It's absolutely. Not so much with dealing with the media locally, but it's how to deal with negotiations, how to deal with UK ministers, for example. It's a very different form of discussion, of meeting, of negotiation than anything we might experience locally.
Are we too soft for you then, do you think? The local media?
No, it's just that they come from a different angle. Often UK media are not as well informed about the issues, and we need to be able to be succinct and respond effectively to the issues that are raised with it. It is a vital role these days. We've seen Ed Miliband, for example, this week making probably the speech of his life. That didn't come spontaneously. That was as a result of weeks and weeks and weeks of rehearsal, of media training, of body language, of how to emphasise the key points. This is part of the political process these days. The Isle of Man is no different to anywhere else.
Mr. Bell, thanks so much.
My pleasure.